What is up, Not So Pro Football Talk? This is week 2 of betting against the spread. Let me go ahead and fix our screen here. I'm just going to pull up all the bets right now so we know exactly what we're here for. So, like I said, this is week 2. Week 1 did not probably go so well with all of our picks. I don't remember every single one, but we're here for week 2. Hopefully, we can predict a little bit better after seeing how each team performed in week 1. And after some injuries that really happened that shifted the entire landscape of the NFL with specifically Aaron Rodgers going down. So Jets actually still won, so that was kind of a shocker. But we'll see what happens the rest of the season. So what I want to do here, I'm going to go ahead and fix my screens up. But first off, the first game we have here is a banger this Thursday. The spread is quite large here, and we talked about this on Tuesday, saying that the Philadelphia Eagles should romp on the Vikings. I know Reed says that the Vikings are not that good. So we'll go ahead and go straight into it. Minnesota Vikings versus the Philadelphia Eagles tonight, if I'm correct by the time we're posting this. It should be tonight. Um, 7 point spread. Do you guys think that's too much, or do you guys think that's just right?
I think that's a little too much. I might have to side with the Vikings here as long as the spread is that far apart.
Give me the Eagles. They cover. Easy.
We knew Reed was going to go that route. I am agreeing with AJ. I think that's too much. We saw what happened with the Texans and Ravens, but those discrepancies on those teams are a little bit wider in the gap than the Minnesota Vikings with the Philadelphia Eagles. So I'm taking that spread there. We'll move on to the next game right here. The LA Chargers versus the Tennessee Titans. This one is quite odd. 3 point spread in comparison to what the Thursday night game is. So I'm not too sure how these guys make these spreads. I'm not too sure if they spin a wheel and just pick a random number, but the LA Chargers versus Tennessee Titans. I felt like the LA Chargers would have the bigger spread here, maybe around 6, since we saw the Titans not play so well. But I guess they're factoring in Derrick Henry, so I think I'm gonna go with the Chargers spread here. So what do y'all think?
I think that's an easy cover. Give me Los Angeles all day long here.
That offense is just too good. Give me the Chargers.
Exactly, exactly. Now their defense may not be that great either, but I still think they can stop the Tennessee Titans here and there. Now, this one, as we always do, we're going to go ahead and give the wheel here to Reed. Reed, what do you think about this spread with your Green Bay Packers?
I really like the Falcons more than I liked them last year, but at the end of the day, I liked what I saw from the Green Bay Packers. There's a lot of good things that came out of that game. I'm going to take the Packers here with the -2.
I'm gonna have to go Packers too. All you have to do is stop the run. If you stop the run, that's it. They're
Yeah.
done.
Yeah, man, I don't think the Atlanta Falcons are as good as they think they are and as good as their fans think they are, but they do have a double-headed monster there at the running back. So I still think they'll compete. But if the spread is 2, you got to go with the Packers here. I think there are only a couple of games this past week 1 that were within 2 points. So I think we're pretty good on this spread here. This one is even lower. The Indianapolis Colts versus the Houston Texans. This one could be quite the shocker here versus both rookies if they are playing this game on Sunday. Uh, we got Richardson versus the first overall pick. His name is skipping my mind right now, but these guys will say it right now for me. I'm going with the Indianapolis Colts
Young.
here. I think they are the better team. Yeah, young. There you go.
Yeah, I think I don't know, man. I think Houston had a bad rap week 1. I want to give me the Houston Texans. I might regret this.
I think the second overall pick, CJ Stroud, is not going to play that well. I'm going to take the Colts.
Was it CJ? Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yes,
Okay.
CJ
yeah.
Stroud.
Yeah. You're right. See, that's why I knew I was kind of wrong. I didn't want to say the wrong name. But Indianapolis Colts here. That's who I got. Reed, you're going with
I'm
the
taking the
Houston
Colts.
Texans.
I'm taking the Colts.
Oh, okay. So we'll go with that spread here. We think the Colts might win that game. AJ is going with the risky move here with the Texans, but there's a lot of stuff that happened in week 1. Why not in week 2? This one, I'll go ahead and take the wheel here because my Seahawks should cover this spread. Um, Now, you guys may say different with what happened with the Rams, but as of Tuesday, we did sign a very, very old tackle. He's a 41-year-old guy. Jason Peters, I believe is his name. He's played in the league a long time. So he'll be filling in for one of our tackle positions. Which one, I don't know, because we need two to be filled. But I'm thinking the Seattle Seahawks make this spread. I think 6 is a little too much. I think we play a lot better because we have guys coming back from injury. What do y'all think? I'm biased.
I'm so scared from what happened week 1, man. Forgive me, Vince, but I'm gonna have to go with the Detroit Lions. They put up a fight with Kansas City, and I think they could put up some points.
I think Detroit got saved last week by a terrible play from Kadarius Toney. I'm going to take the Seattle Seahawks here +6, but the Lions do win.
Yeah, being a Seahawks fan, I think that is very likely. I think we do have to lick our wounds here in the first couple of weeks. We had some good hopes, but I think they might have gone with this past week 1. But next we got the Chicago Bears versus Tampa Bay Buccaneers here. Tampa Bay Bucks are projected to win against the Bears. I think that's probably right, the way that they played in week 1. But I think I'm going to take the Bears here on this one. I think it's going to be a closer game than people think.
I'm not fooled, man. Give me Buccaneers, man. Let's go Mike Evans. Give me some more fantasy points.
It's crazy to
Ooh.
think that the Bucks might start off 2-0, but I'm going to take the Bucks. The Bears are a bad team.
Wow. All right. So we're going to choose the Bucks here on this one. Next game we got here is the Las Vegas Raiders versus the Buffalo Bills. This is a big spread as well. Comparison to what the Texans and Ravens was in week 1. So 9.5 here. I think I'm going to take the Las Vegas Raiders on this one. I wasn't too impressed with what I saw from the Bills, but this could be a blowout. We never know.
It could potentially be a blowout. Am I willing to take that bet? I call me crazy. Give me the Bills. Give me the Bills.
You're crazy, AJ. 9.5 is so many points. I had to take the Raiders. I have to.
Wow. So we're gonna go with the Raiders here. AJ's taking the risky bet here, but it could pay off for him because we saw it in week 1. Why wouldn't it happen again in week 2? But moving on to the Kansas City Chiefs versus the Jacksonville Jaguars. The spread here is 3 in favor of the Chiefs. What do y'all think here? I think the Kansas City Chiefs, if they have Travis Kelce back healthy, I think they could cover this and beat the Jacksonville Jaguars by more than 3 points. But if he's not, I think I'm taking Jacksonville. So I'm gonna go safe here. I'm gonna take Jacksonville.
You don't know how bad I want to see the Chiefs go 0-2. And with how they played last week, I think they could go 0-2. This is a toss-up for me, man. I'm gonna give me Jacksonville.
Yeah, this is definitely one I don't want to put money on, but for the sake of it, I'm gonna say Jacksonville.
Nice. Yeah, I think that's just the safest bet here. There's a lot up in the air, so we'll see how that one turns out. But next we got the Baltimore Ravens versus Cincinnati Bengals, a divisional rivalry here. It seems like the Cincinnati Bengals are going to catch a break with these rivalry games within the division. So they have the Cincinnati Bengals winning somehow against the Ravens after that poor showing against Cleveland in week 1. So the spread is 3.5 here. Ooh, I don't know if Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals can bring it home. I think I'm going to go Ravens here. I think they pull the upset.
Bengals bounce back.
I'm gonna say the Bengals bounce back big. I'm gonna take them -8.
Oh, whoa.
Wow, are you going to adjust it on the app here?
I'm
Because
adjusting it.
they allow you to do that, and it turns the odds quite in your favor. So we'll give the Bengals here. But next game here, it's the first afternoon game on Sunday. So it's the New York Giants versus the Arizona Cardinals. I'm surprised this spread isn't a little bit farther, but I think the way that the Arizona Cardinals stayed in the fight in week 1, that's what they gave them the benefit of the doubt. And the New York Giants put on the total stinker. But they still have the Giants winning at 5.5 for the spread. Do we think the Giants bounce back against a weak Arizona Cardinals offense and defense?
I don't like the spread at all, but I'm gonna stick with the Giants here. I don't believe in the Cardinals at all.
I think the Giants really just flopped because they lost momentum at the beginning of the game. I think I'm going to take the Giants here.
I agree here. I think the Giants are the safer bet here, even though that spread is a little bit higher than I would like it. But just like AJ, I don't believe in the Cardinals, and the New York Giants do have some great players. So here, I will pass the mic off to AJ, San Francisco 49ers. Take it away.
So we have a divisional game, first divisional game of the season, which the Niners swept their whole division last year. Best defense the NFL has ever seen at 8.5 points. That's pretty crazy, but call me biased. Give me San Fran, dude. Give me San Fran. I'm not convinced on the Rams.
The Niners are such a good team. I had to take them. I have to.
I will give the benefit of the doubt to the Rams here, just because they put up some numbers against my Seahawks, but the defense for the Seahawks and the 49ers don't match up. I'm just taking the risk here, but I am outweighed, so we're going with the San Francisco 49ers for our picks here. The next afternoon game we got here is the New York Jets versus Dallas Cowboys. This one should be interesting because the Dallas Cowboys really destroyed one New York team already. Can they do it to the next? The way that defense is playing, I think it's quite possible. But I don't know if this spread is good enough. It's at 9.5 in favor of the Cowboys. What do y'all think?
No, come on. Give me the Jets here. With those type of points, that's not going to happen again. Come on now.
The Jets have a much better defense. I don't think they win by 9.5. Give me the Jets.
Yep, I'm taking the Jets here too as well. I do think that even though the Jets lost Aaron Rodgers, they can still put up some points with those double-headed running back monsters that they have back there. Hopefully, they can get us some points on fantasy too. But next game for the afternoon is Washington Commanders versus the Denver Broncos. Spread is 3.5 here in favor of the Broncos. I think I took the spread on the Broncos this past week, and they only lost by 1 point, so I think I was still correct kind of there, even though I chose them to win. But I think I'm going Washington Commanders here. I think they pull the upset against the Denver Broncos, and they cover the spread easy.
Even though I thought Washington played very sloppy week one, I'm still going to go with them. Hopefully, Young plays this game and just demolishes that Denver O-line.
I don't like betting on this game, but I'm going to take the Broncos.
Oh, wow.
It's a toss-up for me.
Yeah, it could go either way. It's just depending on who's coming to play. But the night game on Sunday here, Miami Dolphins versus the England Patriots. Spread is 2.5 here in favor of the Miami Dolphins. From what I saw from Miami's defense, I'm not too worried. But New England did surprise me with their offense. So I think I'm going to go New England here. I think the game is pretty close just because of the Miami Dolphins' weaknesses here and there. So give me New England.
Lock game of the week. Give me Miami, dude. Give me Miami.
I'm not going to say lock, but I will take the Dolphins.
Cool. So Dolphins here on this spread. Last game of the week. We have Monday.
2 games.
Oh.
2 games on Monday night.
2 games.
It's the stupidest thing. They did it last year. Yep, it's
I forgot about these. Oh my geez. Okay, so 2 games on Monday night. New Orleans Saints versus the Carolina Panthers. Spread is 3 here in favor of the New Orleans Saints. From what I saw in week 1, I think I'm going to go with the New Orleans Saints here. I think they cover the spread of 3. I think they win by possibly 4 points.
I think so too. Yeah, I'm not too convinced of the Panthers coming back healthy or what. I think the Saints are going to figure something more out. Give me the Saints here.
Give me the Saints also.
Wow, is that the first one we all agreed on?
Maybe.
Could be. But the next game on Monday Night Football, this is weird. But 8:15, Cleveland Browns versus the Pittsburgh Steelers should be a good game. Hopefully Kenny Pickett and Najee Harris can get some stuff going with the Pittsburgh Steelers and offense there. But the spread isn't too far off from what we probably would have expected. It's 2.5 in favor of the Cleveland Browns. I thought it maybe would have been higher the way they played against the Bengals, but I guess they're giving Pittsburgh Steelers some leeway after getting torched by the 49ers in week 1. I think I'm going to go Browns here. I think they could possibly pull another win here and go 2-0 in the division.
Potentially missing Pat Freiermuth and Deontay Johnson. I'm gonna go with the Browns here as well. After what they did at Cincinnati, could be real.
Give me them elves. Give me them
Oh
elves.
my gosh.
You can't disrespect them, guys. But that will be it for our week 2 pick'ems here, betting against the spread, as we call it now. But before we leave off, I just want to say who we are sponsored by and who we are betting with here. We're betting with BetUS, and we are partnering with them. So use our link in the description to make your first deposit and bet with NSP. You can be just like me. But you must be 18 years or older to play, and please bet responsibly. But if you see any of these bets that you disagree with, put a comment down below. Maybe you are correct, and maybe we'll start a poll with our fans if you guys comment enough to see who's more correct, if it's us or if it's you guys. So other than that, guys, thank you for watching the video. Leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe here, follow our TikTok as well, which will be down in the comments as well. And as we always say, keep on grinding.